guys, Will here with W.T.F car reviews, and today we're reviewing the all-new 2026 Hyundai Palisade Calligraphy all-wheel drive. And a big thanks to Eric and the rest of the management and staff here at Crown Hyundai in St. Petersburg, Florida for helping make this review possible. I'll leave a link to our inventory below, and if you're looking for a new car, SUV, or truck in the St. Petersburg, Tampa Bay area, I would definitely recommend checking these guys out and ask for Eric. And for those of you guys who don't know, the Palisade has been Hyundai's mid-size crossover three-row SUV since 2020. Seriously helping Hyundai draw new customers as people began realizing how spacious, loaded, and comfortable of an SUV this is for an affordable price point with a naturally aspirated V6 engine. The second generation Palisade that you see here is all new this year for 2026, completely redesigned both inside and out with a new 3.5-liter V6, replacing the old 3.8 with an updated 8-speed automatic transmission. There are 7 trims available for the 2026 Palisade, ranging from the $38,000 base SE up to the top $54,000 Calligraphy that you see here, $56,060 for the all-wheel drive model. What else do we get for that money? Let's jump right in. So as you mentioned, there isn't anything carried over from the previous model year, at least for the exterior styling. All new lighting elements, full LED for the high and low beam, LED daytime running light, full front parking sensing, and closed off panels for the lower bumper area, reminding me a little bit of the new Ioniq 9. Forward-facing camera helping us out with the 360, Hyundai badge up top with this beautiful cream white metallic paint color. Hopefully you pick up the sparkles here in the Florida sun. The wheel and tire setup, this is the top level Calligraphy trim. So we get these black and silver contrasted 21-inch trims wrapped in Pirelli Scorpion all-season tires. Dimensions are 265/45 R21. The 45 sidewall should keep the ride quality nice and plush, and the 21-inch wheels look really cool. The 265 wide tires. With this all-wheel drive system, we shouldn't have any problem putting the power to the ground. Additional side sensor helping us out with the 360. We get body color fender flares, pretty aggressive rocker panel side skirt area, body color and black contrasted mirrors with LED turn signals on it, an additional camera helping us out with the 360 and the blind spot cameras. We get black pillars, black lower window trim, aluminum trim up top, cargo racks with a dual panoramic moonroof, so hopefully you pick that up on camera. I'll take a step back. Hopefully you guys can pick up the side profile in the 2026 Palisade with a longer wheelbase, meaning more space for the cargo space and passengers. We get smart access for the driver and the front passenger. Don't believe we get smart access out rear. Nope, we do not. And hopefully you guys can pick up at least something here on the window sticker. I'll try to position the door in a way for it to be a little bit easier. Pause, take a look. But with all-wheel drive, we're starting at $56,000, $500 for the creamy white paint, $30 for the cargo blocks, floor mats for $245, $130 for the organizer, $45 for the first aid kit, $14.95 for the destination, totaling us out at $58,505. But pause, take a look. There's still a ton of standard features. We get heated and ventilated seats for the front row and the second row with heated third row seats, among many other options and features. Napa leather. You'll check that out when we take a step inside. We get the same rear wheel and tire setup. The only difference is a smaller brake caliper. And these black and silver wheels look really cool. I wouldn't necessarily want to be the person that cleans them, but when they're clean, they look really, really nice. The gas cap is push to open, no easy fill. You can throw regular 87 octane fuel here for the naturally aspirated V6. Additional side sensor to help us out with the 360, full rear parking sensing, full LED taillights, turn signals, and reverse lights. Shout out Crown Hyundai in St. Petersburg, Florida for helping make this review possible. Aluminum Palisade, Hyundai above it, LED third brake light with a camera for our digital rear view mirror. H-track symbolizing our all-wheel drive, reverse light in each corner, trailer hitch cover. This SUV can tow 5,000 pounds. And the exhaust tip is hidden here in the Calligraphy, but speaking of the exhaust tip, let's fire up this 3.5-liter V6 and hear how she sounds. Alright guys, that was the sound of the 3.5-liter V6 sold by Hyundai for the 2026 Palisade. And it sounds not as throaty or aggressive as a 3.8, but cranking out just about the exact same power numbers at 287 horsepower, 260 pound-feet of torque, made it to an updated 8-speed automatic transmission. This model sending the power to all 4 wheels. You can expect a mid to high 6 seconds 0 to 60 time. Car and Driver tested it at about 6.6. The previous generation with a 3.8 being around 6.4. So a tad bit slower, but this is a larger SUV around the same power figures, so to be expected. But taking a step inside, let's see what we get with the top of the line 2026 Palisade, which very well may be the most luxurious new 3-row SUV under 60,000 bucks. Up top, we get the leather stitching, Napa leather armrest, auto one touch for all four, aluminum switches, power folding mirrors that are 4-way adjustable. We have 2-person memory seats, aluminum door handle, Bose premium audio system, hard plastic down below. You'll fit a foot long and 2 24, possibly 32-ounce bottles. The seats are Napa leather with the new Hyundai design to them, perforated, heated, and ventilated, and they are fully adjustable with massage function, 4-way lumbar. You can recline, drop, lift, and slide with separate adjustments for the bottom, thigh support, and you have a lay down function. You can press a button, the seat will position you in a very comfortable way. Obviously not while you're driving, but if you're parked up, you want to read a book or something, it's a really comfortable way to sit in this SUV. Of course, all of the 4 seats, main seats, have that feature, not available for the 3rd row. But taking a step inside, before we do it, we have an aluminum illuminated Palisade nameplate. And taking a step inside, the AC is blaring, but the engine start stop right over here on the gear selector, and everything fires right to life. So first thing we notice, every single piece of this interior has premium materials, whether it's Napa leather, stitched materials, or the suede Alcantara that we have for this headliner. Top-notch, luxurious for the sub $60,000 price point. We get our eyesight sensors, rubberized horn area. The horn, loud and aggressive. People should be definitely getting out of your way. We get thick dual pane windows. We'll see if that continues for the 2nd row. We get our radar cruise control, lane keep assist, and our infotainment adjustments. Here we're looking at our advanced safety features with a trip computer. See everything that can be potentially adjusted with it. On the right side, we had our volume and skip controls. You can hang up and answer your phone calls, AM, FM, Sirius, and our voice commands right up top. Aluminum paddle shifters, auto headlamps, auto high beams, and we get our blind spot cameras, which is a really premium touch here for the Calligraphy. Auto rain sensing wipers too, fully loaded. Unfortunately, no power tilt and telescoping steering column, but that very easily might be the only option or feature that we don't have in this SUV that I wish we did have. And if that's the only feature we don't have, big whoop. There's got to be something for the sub $60,000 price point that's omitted. We got our tow haul mode. You can turn up the traction control, auto engine start stop, trunk release, interior brightness, and our electronic parking brake. Soft material for the center part of the dashboard, aluminum outlining the air vents, our dual 12.3-inch screens. Touchscreen, let's check it out. Right now we're looking at the map. Perfect response. Hyundai's system was already just about perfect, but the updates they've done with this new generation has significantly helped whether it comes to the response, resolution, or just the overall user experience. Hopefully you see everything you have available: adjustable seats, dash cam, weather, sports, valet, diagnostics. But my personal favorite screen to leave it at all times would be the map. We have our drive mode selector beneath it, auto hold for the electronic parking brake. Right now we're adjusting the drive modes: Eco, Sport, Normal. We'll start the review off in Normal, try out Sport, maybe try out Eco and see what the differences are. And you can press this button right here and adjust our terrain mode between snow, mud, and sand. Not quite sure if there is a normal mode anywhere, but I will exit out of here for the normal mode. We get our hard buttons for the shortcuts if you don't want to go through the touchscreen, with hard dials for the temperature adjustments, but all the rest of the climate controls are from this touch sensitive area. But one thing I must say about Hyundai, or this new Palisade, is we don't have this media and climate integrated together. I'm not really a huge fan of that. It is still touch sensitive for the climate, but it's not touch sensitive for the media. So thumbs up to Hyundai for at least doing that. We have our 12-volt down below with a ton of additional storage, heated and ventilated front and rear seats, heated steering wheel. Hopefully you pick up just how much storage is back here without me ruining my camera equipment, with more leather stitching, wireless phone charging pad, 3 USB-C ports with a 100-watt max outlet, UV control right over here too, 2 cup holders. You'll fit 32-ounce bottles, gushy soft armrest, the button to open up underneath, lined and felt, and you'll fit 12 12-ounce cans in there with no problem. The glove box, we have a little bit of additional storage above it. You'll fit probably 6-7 pairs of socks. Hard plastic for the glove box itself with an aluminum dial. Not lined felt, not the largest, but you'll fit 10 license plates. Should be able to fit a pair of shoes in there with no problem. Digital rear view mirror with 3 garage home link settings and the digital adjustments on it. It's a frameless, auto-dimming rear view mirror. The interior lights are touch sensitive and LED. We mentioned the Alcantara headliner, and we get the dual panoramic moonroof. So open it up, we can open up the front one with a click of a button. The glass opens up with the shade, or the shade opens up with the glass. See if it goes any further. It does not. We can also open up the rear shade. While it opens up, we'll poke our way out of the front. Beautiful day today in St. Petersburg, Florida, sunny and 94 degrees. We'll shut the glass right up, leave the shade open so when we hop out back, you guys can see how much light is brought into the cabin. But that's about it for the front seat, at least, of this 2026 Hyundai Palisade top-of-the-line Calligraphy. It is a really impressive SUV so far, and we're just getting started. This back seat is one of the most impressive in the business. Up top, we get soft leather stitching, sunshade, Bose premium speakers, Gucci soft Napa leather armrest with some soft leatherette material in the center, aluminum door handle, cup holder, nice phone slot, Bose premium speaker down below. You'll fit 2 24-ounce bottles and some hard plastic for the materials. Aluminum illuminated Palisade nameplate. The second row seats are captain's chairs with solid bolstering. They're perforated, heated, and ventilated with electric adjustments. We'll slide it all the way back so you guys can see the max legroom back here. But yeah, taking a step inside, I have about 8-9 inches of total knee room. And watch this. Before we check out the rest, you press this button right over here. You gotta press and hold. The seat will put itself into the most comfortable lying down position. That may not be super impressive for the back seat, but check it out for the front, because the front seats have this thigh support in the front that'll also reach out. So here we go. Thigh support pushes out, and you can read your book, take a nap, whatever you would like from the driver's seat. Hopefully you don't do it while you're driving, but it is cool that Hyundai gives us that feature nevertheless. I'll get the seat back to its original setting so I can show you the rear legroom, and I'll catch right back with you. All right guys, but taking a step in here with the laying down seat setting, wow, very comfortable. Still have at least 7-8 inches of knee room. Headroom, have about 7-8 inches of it. This is easily the most comfortable second row seat in the segment for the price point. No, when you're laying down back here, the third row passengers will probably not have the most seat space, but if you're sitting like this with someone in the third row, you're just a jerk. But I'll readjust this seat so when I hop in the third row, it's a little bit more realistic, but we get a third zone climate control, heated and ventilated second row seats with air vents that blow directly into our face. We have a 115 volt, 150 watt AC outlet, some additional storage, which is pretty spacious. For the center console area, we get mat pockets behind both the front seats, USB-C ports with seat adjustments. They don't have it for the driver, so the hooligans back here aren't going to be able to mess with the driver's seat, but they will be able to mess with the passenger seat. And if there's nobody in the passenger seat, this second row seat might be the most comfortable seat in the house. How you have the laying down function, and you can push this front seat completely out of the way, and these second row seats still being heated and ventilated. But we mentioned I'll readjust this seat so it's a little bit more realistic for the second row. And here we go. I still have plenty of room for my knees, plenty of room for my head. And let's take a step out of here. Check out the third row, check out the cargo space, and then take this 2026 Palisade out for a drive. So you saw the button for the electric function. It's electric only for the third row, so you're gonna have to wait 10-ish seconds before the seat slides out of the way. But speaking of seat slides out of the way, pretty spacious process hopping back here. We'll push the button so the seat goes back to its original setting. And there we go. I still have plenty of room for my knees. Upright, I have about 1/2 inch of headroom, but we don't have to be upright. These third row seats also recline. So the third row seat reclined, I have about a full inch, maybe 1.5 inches. So if you're under 6'2", 6'3", you should be fine back here, but if you're over 6'3", 6'4", you may start to get a little bit cramped and you wish you went to the full size segment. These third row seats also slide back and forth. Wow, pretty significantly. In its fully back setting, now I have like 4 inches of overall knee room, and these third row seats are heated. Materials back here are hard plastic with some additional speakers and air vents that blow directly into your face. Ton of light back here too, thanks to the dual panoramic moonroofs. And that's about it for the third row. To hop out of here, just press this button on the second row seat. Starts to slide forward, lifts up with the USB-C port back here, hook, and some aluminum contrast. Hopefully you can see your buttons to fold the third and second row seat down, but we'll check that out when we take a step into the cargo space. Speaking of cargo space, let's hop out of this 2026 Palisade's third row, Put the second row seat back to its original seat setting. I like this aluminum trim panel back here too, with the third or the rear wiper being housed underneath the spoiler. Underneath the S is the button for our electrically opening liftgate, and it gives us about 2 seconds to take a step back, so if you have grocery bags in your hands, you don't have to worry about getting doofed in the head. And with the third row seat fully reclined and its furthest back slide setting, we still have a very solid amount of cargo space. I believe it's almost 20 cubic feet with the third row up and almost 50 cubic feet with the third row down. Pretty solid amount of cargo or secret storage back here too. Ton of plastic, but hopefully you can pick up the overall space. I'd expect you to fit a carry-on suitcase with 2 backpacks back there. To fold the third row seats down, make sure the third function is down. You press this all button. It'll take a second because of course everything is electric, but you'll see the process. And when you press the all button, the second row seats fall down with it. So hopefully you guys can pick up the max cargo space. It is massive. I'll leave a link right here to show you exactly how much space there is with the third row up, third row down, and with the second row down. We can lift the second row up with a click of a button. Lift them both up. You just got to alternate from third to second. Of course, same thing would be for the third row. You just got to switch it up. But hopefully you pick up the cargo space with the second row up. To drop the trunk, there are 2 buttons. This button drops it, this button drops it, and locks the SUV. We don't need a lock, so we'll press the button on the left. Give us about 2 seconds to take a step back, so if you have grocery bags in your hands, don't have to worry about getting doofed in the head. But that's about it for the inside and outside of the all-new 2026 Hyundai Palisade Calligraphy. Beautiful SUV inside and out, loaded, and performance-wise, with a new power plant, let's take this 2026 Palisade Calligraphy out for a drive and see what it's got. All right, guys, before we take this 2026 Calligraphy out for a drive, just want to show you the different views on the super high-tech backup camera with an over-the-top 360 that's easily configurable. And as you throw the car into drive, we switched to a forward-facing camera with an over-the-top 360, all really cool features. But taking this 2026 Palisade Calligraphy out for a drive, my first impressions, the steering is buttery smooth. Throttle response in normal mode isn't quite as sharp as it was with the 3.8. Ride quality is good, but the 21-inch wheels probably don't help the ride. So as you go for the lower trims with the beefier tires, you'll probably improve the ride quality a little bit. Taking a step out here in eco mode, throttle is a little bit dull, but it still gets up and goes fine. This is about third throttle. Yeah, it goes perfectly fine. The engine noise is interesting here. It sounds a little like a spaceship. Paddles, responsive even in eco mode. Pretty good low end torque. I think the 3.8 was a tiny bit punchier, but basically identical when it comes to power numbers. Let's take it out of eco mode, throw it into normal, see how it is. Throttle feels about the same, honestly. Brakes feel good. Ride quality's fine. Normal mode, about half throttle. Yeah, definitely more sensitive, but still doesn't blow you away. We'll see how it is in sport. Throwing it into sport, see what we got. Take a step out. Oh, way more sensitive. This is about third throttle, and we're already past 4,000 RPM. No need to beat it up any further. Nothing too crazy, but it gets up and goes very well. Looks like a good opportunity to try one out off the line, on the gas. Woo! I mean, it moves very well up top, but it's not a strong low end as the 3.8, but to be expected. I mean, bigger engine, more low end torque. Common sense for the most part, but it is something that is noticeable. When you put your foot down, the total power output is still just about the same, and it's strong off the line. About half throttle. Quick shifts too. Very smooth. You barely even feel them. We can take it out of sport. Where is it? There we go. Okay, eco mode. Overdrive. Silent. You don't hear road noise, you don't hear wind noise. The ride quality is really, really good. Looks like a good opportunity to try one out off the line and open her up a little bit more, but for the most part, this is an awesome SUV. Off the line, on the gas. Woo! Okay. Yeah, guys, I mean, it gets up and goes really well. Let's turn around over here, get back to Crown Hyundai in St. Pete, Florida. And again, huge thanks to them for helping make this review possible. Overall, guys, if you're looking for the most loaded and luxurious way into a sub $60,000 all-wheel drive SUV, and you don't want a turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. You want a naturally aspirated V6, 3 comfortable rows of seating, heated and ventilated seats for the front row and the back row, Bose premium audio system, Nappa leather and leather stitching everywhere, digital rearview mirror, dual moonroofs, massage seats, everything. There's nothing that this SUV does not have. And under $60,000, I would 100% recommend checking it out. And a big thanks to Crown Hyundai in St. Pete, Florida for helping make this review possible. I'll leave a link to your inventory below, and if you're looking for a new car, SUV, or truck in the St. Pete, Tampa Bay area, I would definitely recommend checking these guys out. And a huge thanks to all you guys for watching. I had a great time making this video. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you've already subscribed, thank you so much. You guys know the channel is just not possible without you, and I really appreciate the constant support. But again, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Leave a like too. It really helps me out, the YouTube algorithm. That's how these videos get promoted to new people. Leave a comment. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you don't like. Leave a comment. Let me know if there's any specific cars, SUVs, or trucks you want to see reviewed on this channel, and I'll definitely try getting those videos for you ASAP. But other than that, again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope all of you have a great day.